We are live and ready to rock and roll. Let's do it. Do. Good morning. Good afternoon. Good evening. Welcome to Studio Live today as we continue creating an 80s synth rock song here in Cubasis. Now, you might be thinking that's not sounding particularly synthy just yet, Pete, but we are getting there, yeah? We're working on it, so I'll give myself a little more volume. There you go. You should be able to hear me a little bit better. So, welcome. If you're just joining this series, we are about 8 days into creating, about 9 days in fact, to creating a song here. And what we're doing is we're learning, and because I say we because me and you, we're learning together how to use Cubasis. I'm a GarageBand user and have been for more than 5 years now, but I'm stretching my wings, I'm broadening my horizons, and I'm learning Cubasis. And what we're doing is we're creating this song. We're at the stage where we've written the demo, we got the song structure down, and guess what? Today, it's all about lyrics. So we'll jump into the lyrics, jump forward about, if you're watching the replay, about 10 minutes time is when we'll start writing these lyrics. But we've got a little bit of housekeeping to do here first, which is what we're going to dive into now. So you'll notice I have cleaned up a little bit here. So I've got the click track up here, which is just this kick drum doing its thing here. If we solo this is just turn that back up. So this is just to record along to, instead of a metronome basically. I wanted something that I could actually get my timing going on. And what I've actually done is I've split these up and using these, because I haven't worked out, maybe they're there or maybe they're not. I haven't worked out how to do sections here in Cubasis. So what I'm doing is a trick that I use in GarageBand, and I'm actually just splitting out this first track, the click track, into sections so I know where my verses, choruses, pre-choruses, etc. are. So as we are building this out and we're recording the actual track, when we get to the final recording phase, then it'll make life a heck of a lot easier for me. So I thought I'd show you, I haven't quite finished this, I thought I'd show you a couple of things that I learned along the way. So if we come across to here, the way to rename this track is to double tap it, and then up in the top left corner here, we can tap that one and rename it. So this is our lead in, so we can just type lead in there, and there you go, it's renamed that section to our lead in. We've then got our intro and our verse, and as we carry on across here, we've got pre-chorus, chorus, verse 2, pre-chorus 2, chorus 2, bridge, final chorus. And you can see here that this final chorus, I haven't quite done this because I wanted to show you how we can do it, because we've got two sections here. We can actually use the glue function here for MIDI instruments to glue these together. So if I tap the select button here and I go to here, we can hit the glue button, and there you go, it brings them all together. I'm just going to undo that. One thing I did find is, as I was going, I came in here to rename this, and I renamed it final chorus. So I put that in there. I then went to select and selected this one and tried to glue, and nothing. So the glue function doesn't work while you have the piano roll editor open. I don't know if that's a bug or a feature. Sometimes hard to tell, but it doesn't work in there. So what you do need to do is X out of the piano roll, and then you can glue together. So there you go. We've got everything set up here, ready to go for our track. The other thing I've done that you may have noticed here is I've named my tracks. So I've come down to the side here. I've got my click track. I've got my guitar, my lead, my acoustic guitar, my bass, my electric piano, etc. So I probably do need to just put these in a bit more of a sane order. So we'll grab the bass here, because drums and bass can be first there. We'll then grab all the guitars. So to do this, we're just tapping and holding, and tap and hold and drag to bring this under here. And so we've got guitars together. We want all of our vocals together. So I have those original chorus vocals, and I have my sort of scratch vocals I did all the way through. So they're all together. And then we've got our electric pianos, pads, and the like down the bottom there. So that is it. I can use colors at this point. I haven't really played around with colors, and I haven't worked out what coloring scheme I want to use here, but let's just invent one. Let's just say that that's a horrible color. Let's make our drums here a yellowy color. Let's come into our bass and make these ones a blue kind of color. We'll make the bass blue. Guitars, we'll make green, because guitars go fast and like green light. So guitars can be green, and our vocals can be red so that they go nice and fast as well. And then let's use this purple color, this nice pastel purple here for our synth sound. So there you go. Now we've got a track that is starting to come together and look like it's got a thing going on. Now you would have, if you haven't heard this, last time what we did is we recorded the scratch track, and then I brought these hooks that we wrote two videos ago and brought them all together here. So let's just listen to this in fact, we'll listen to the final transition part here, because this is where we come from our breakdown back into this big chorus where everything comes in. Helps if you unmute. Time that flies and it's time to run. Sometimes feels you're the only one who knows how heavy it is. I realized I've done something wrong with that bass there. It hasn't followed all the way through. So yeah, look, I'd cut that bass for whatever reason. So that wasn't in there. So there you go. We'll just fix that one up and bring it right to there. And we're fine and dandy. So a little bit of maintenance. And what was that? That was only 5 minutes of maintenance. Can really help out when you get into this stage of a project. If you just go, and don't stop and pause and get things set up, you'll pay the price later on when things don't go your way. What do I do here? I'll just bring these to cover the entire song, just for fun. Alrighty. Right to the end of our last bit. And we'll just make it roll off the back there so we can capture those end bits. There you go. Now, the other thing that I have done, I had a bit of an experiment with Cubasis on iPhone. So what I did is I actually exported this track. So I realized we're at this point now, and unlike GarageBand, Cubasis doesn't save directly to iCloud Drive, or at least I don't think it does. I actually don't know where it saves to. We're going to learn as we go. So what I did is I shared this project. So I came here and I went share, and I've actually shared it here via... what it does when you share, by the way, it zips it on up, it compresses it, and I actually airdropped it over. So when you tap on airdrop here, it will bring up the normal function there, and I can either send it to my Mac that I'm using here, or I actually sent it to my iPhone XS. I opened it up. It's pretty easy to do. You just open up the zip file from your files directly onto your iPhone, and then it was here. And if we open up Cubasis here on my iPhone, here it is. It's all ready to go. I must admit it's kind of clunky and challenging to use Cubasis on the phone, but so you can hear, we'll turn it up. So it's over there. So I've got a backup copy, basically. I realized I didn't have any sort of backup copy. Now, interestingly, I'll show this in more detail in a future episode, but yeah, it doesn't seem like Steinberg and Apple have come together on their design decisions here. Because if you take a look at where these stupid rounded corners on my iPhone 12 are, it cuts off quite a bit of functionality down the side there. So to get to those bottom menu options is virtually impossible. You can get there with a little bit of effort, but it just goes to show that the way these phones are designed with notches and with rounded corners just makes zero sense for actual practical applications here. So that may be something that Steinberg may need to add in the future, and a future version is at least on devices like these silly ones that have the rounded corners, to have some way of bringing it in, giving it an artificial bezel there so that you can actually reach those options in the corner. So I don't know why that is still a thing and hasn't been addressed, because the phones have had those rounded corners for many years, and it's probably something that needs to be sorted sooner rather than later. All right, who's ready to do some lyrics? Yeah, good to go. All right, so for these lyrics, what we're going to do, I'm just going to grab this page here because I'm already, here it is, ready to go. Yeah, so Tom's saying it should be in the Cubasis folder on your device. Yeah, we'll have a bit of a play with that at the end. I'm conscious I want to get some lyric writing done here, but thank you, Tom. We'll check out exactly where it saves it in. By the way, hello to those that are here live. If you're live on YouTube or Facebook or over at Twitch, we got Paid to Get, we got Tom Rochelle, we got Dogbert, cool name. Audible Videos here, Alex Backus, Jack Smith. We've got Kim in the house. Thank you everyone for being here. Ed Zed's dropping on by. So let's get in and write us some lyrics, hey, because many of you have provided some very cool suggestions, and we're going to flesh them out. So what we're going to do is grab all the ideas you've got and put them here in my OneNote. So yes, I have my OneNote ready to go. So we'll bring this over here. So these are sort of lyric ideas. In fact, I'll just put lyric ideas, because I asked you for all of the coolest Back to the Future references. And if you're here live on the chat now, you can add to these, but we're going to go through this community post here. So we've got I'm Your Density. Yes, we definitely need some sort of I'm Your Density kind of vibe going on here. Your kids are going to love it. Yeah, so that's another one, but your kids are going to love it. So that's for when he plays Johnny Be Good. He's like, yeah, okay, it might be a little bit soon for you, but your kids are going to love it. I can see a kids are going to love it reference going in there. Where are we? Time travel master with the flux capacitor. Yeah, we of course need a flux capacitor. Flux capacitor. How do you spell capacitor? Like that? Flux capacitor. And then, yeah, like time travel master. Time travel master, because then it can be like, the double meaning of the mastering your stuff. Scott's got... I like the running joke, make like a tree and get out of here. I'm Your Density, yep, which we've already got. Yep, so we're going to have make like a tree and get out of here. Yeah, this could be quite amusing, couldn't it? Yeah, kids are going to love it. We've got that one there. Shot in the back by Buford Tannen over a matter of 80 downbeats. What kind of a future do you call that? I didn't get that the first time, 80 downbeats. I like it, Casey Jones. We are working on sort of the premise of the first movie at this point, so we're probably going to stick with stuff that's relevant to the first movie, because maybe we can do a sequel and a trequel as well. Guys, are you ready for that? Yep, your kids are going to love it. Yep, we've got that one. The Libyans, yeah. I don't know how PC it would be to have something about the Libyans, but yeah. But when this baby hits 88 miles per hour, you're going to see some serious shit. Yep, I like that. So that's going in the list. Please excuse the crudity of this model. Yeah, I like that. Please excuse the crudity of this model. That's from Doc Brown. When he's showing the model, it's like, it's not. I didn't have time to make it to scale. It's like, it's great, Doc. Twin Pines. Yeah, well, the bird watching. So see, no one else got bird watching. I like that, because George McFly, and yeah, being hit by the car. Yeah, hit by the car, and then parking in cars with boys. Yep. And Chuck Berry's cousin. Yeah, there's got to be a cousin sort of joke in there, doesn't there? That'd be kind of cool. You don't just walk into a store. I'm grabbing some live ones here as we go. Just walk into a store and buy. Yeah, there's got to be some plutonium. Maybe we can't use the Libyans, but maybe we can use plutonium. And yeah, look, I think a few people have put Great Scott, but yeah, we definitely need some Great Scott action, don't we? So we'll put Great Scott in the list. Nobody calls me chicken dog, but yeah, absolutely. Nobody calls me chicken. Nobody. What else do we have here? What the hell is a gigawatt? Yeah. I do love that it's gigawatt too, not gigawatt. What the hell is a gigawatt? And Uncle Jailbird Joey. Yeah, right. Uncle Jailbird didn't make parole again. Better get used to these bars, kid. Yeah. Too many classic stuff. Too much classic stuff. This could be tricky. Yeah, there you go. You were ahead of me. All right, let's go back to our list here. Twin Pines. Don't know what that means. Not sure what this is. Sorry. Hey, Doc. Yeah. Hey, Doc, wait up. Yeah. Definitely need some doc-related stuff. What have you got? Trash talk's only fuel to me. Plutonium drops the fuel to E. I like it. There's Onimo music. I'll copy that line and throw it into my notes here. We got whole lines being suggested here. I like it. What else we got? Roads, where we're going, we don't need... Yep. Where we're going, we don't need roads. And, yeah, the Twin Pines. So Mark's got the Twin Pines and Lone Pine. So we've actually already got that in the chorus. So that's cool. And then flux capacitor there at the end, which we do have. So that's a pretty good laundry list of things, yeah, that we've got here that we can go with. Hello, Brad. Hope you're doing well. Are you telling me you built a time machine out of a DeLorean? Yeah, right. I'll put that in here. Built a time machine out of a DeLorean. DeLorean, yeah. 1955, yeah, 1955 that Darren's got here. He's a peeping Tom. Yeah, peeping Tom. So we've got bird watching and peeping Tom's got to be in there somewhere, like the pervy dad. The Mr. Fusion at the end there, yeah, Mr. Fusion. So these are all going in here because as we build out the lyrics for this song, we can go with it. We can include all these things in here. So, all right, that's quite a few ideas there. So I'm going to pop the OneNote over here that we've got. And yes. So if you're just joining us, this song's lyrics are going to be based off Back to the Future, loosely based, possibly. We're just going to go with it. So let's work out the premise of this song. So at the moment, the chorus is time McFlies and it's time to run. I know time twice in there is a bit clunky, but what are you going to do? In fact, let's embiggen these words. It's a perfectly cromulent word. All right, we've embiggened these, and I'll bring them over onto the screen. So this is our chorus. Not tyke, but time. So time McFlies and it's time to run. Sometimes feel you're the only one who knows how heavy it is. Time McFlies and you're out of here. One lone pine, one lone pine, and you disappear, you're done. 1.21. All right. So the idea is that the chorus is going to be all about, time travel and how heavy it is and how intense. So I guess the character it's Marty McFly basically that's singing this song. So the start of it is going to basically be the start of what happened to him. So we're talking about in the mall, the Doc Brown, what's happening there. So if we go here, so we're not going to go to this sort of stuff. We basically need to start with. See, a lot of this stuff is what happens in there. So we want to build up to where it gets there. So it's like 1985. So I think it sort of will start with it's like being miserable. So being miserable in 1985 is the first verse. So verse 1. And then ending with the time it flies when you have it, blah, blah, blah. And then verse 2 is going to be the what happens. So the dad stuff, the Biff stuff, etc. Then we go into the breakdown, and that's going to be probably just a bunch of references, to be very honest. And then, the final chorus. So that's sort of the idea of it, is that we'll start off with some of the things that are related to the build-up. There you go. Oh, by the way, Kim, Time McFlies wasn't my thing. That was Mark Bro, who's one of our regulars here on the channel. He came up with that. So I want to make sure that we're clear that wasn't my cleverness. It was Mark's. So let's have a bit of a play and let's work it. Because again, what I did here, and I don't know if other people do the same thing, but the way I work out my melody lines is I just kind of sing them with some do-do-dos and da-da-das. So we'll listen to the start of the song and we'll start getting inspired to see if we can pencil in a bit of a first verse here, shall we? Lead in. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do. So this is just our 8 bars of intro. 5, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 2, 3, 4, 7, 2, 3, 4, 8, 2, 3, 4. So what I'm hearing, I'm hearing in 85 for some reason, because I want to start about blah blah blah, not miserable in 85, but back in 1985. Let's just go with that, I reckon, for now. So there's our chorus. Whoop. So let's go. Our first verse 1 will be back in 1985, and then see, no one's really gone with the late for class. No one's gone with the whole he was tardy thing, and feeling jive. That's not gonna work. Late for class, but feeling fine. It wasn't really feeling fine, was he? So back in 1985, late for class, but feeling fine. Cause I have a rock and roll band. Cause he does. Want to play at the school dance? No, something like that. Want to play at the school? No. We need something different there. Let's just see if these first lines sort of work to start off. Because anyone find that starting a song is like one of the hardest things to do? Just trying to get those first few lines of like, where do you start? So again, when you don't know where to start, just start. And the beautiful part is that we got unlimited redos here, people. We can change this over time. So, but we'll try this on for size. Oh, and you can obviously help me as we go along if these suck and you've got better ideas. So, back in 1985, late for class but feeling fine 'cause I have a rock and roll band. Got a friend. I think we then have to introduce the Doc Brown, otherwise we're got a call from my friend Doc. That sounds a bit like, that's a bit call from an older friend. I think that just makes it sound a bit, because I don't want the very first bit here. This could be anything. Like I like the reveal of the fact that you don't really, I mean, it's called 1.21, so you probably get the gist of it. But I like the fact that the first verse doesn't really tell you, but then as you go, you're like, this is actually about 1985. Got a call from an older friend. So 5 and fine. Okay, got a call from an older friend. Time bend. Working on, like, I don't know, something like that. Working on a way to bend. All right. In 1985, when times were rough, I didn't know I would see some heavy stuff, courtesy of the Doc. I like that a lot. I'm going to put that I'm going to put that for probably the second verse, maybe. Or yeah, because that works with that same verse structure. Or verse 2 or a alternate. Because again, we'll just take down as many ideas as we want. When you're doing this, just let the verbal diarrhea or the brain diarrhea, sounds gross, doesn't it? Just let it flow. Because you don't know what's going to work and what's not going to work until you're actually recording it in, right? Yes, you're now watching a man type. Basically, because I can't copy and paste over from the StreamYard thing. All right, so there, cool. And don't worry, I'm not always this structured. Late for school and the family's a mess. Yeah, I like that too. I'll put that here. School, yeah, because the family's a mess. Yeah, school and the family's a mess. Yeah, exactly. All right, so let's just go back to this. Got a call from an older friend, working on a way to bend the space. Bend the space. Time continuum. Come on, that's pretty solid, right? I wanted to put the space-time continuum in there. And then it's got to be the da-da-da, but it all went awry, or something like that. But it all went astray, but it all went so wrong. And then it's like, so what are some things that we can use some of these references for that you folks have kindly provided? I think, so the plutonium, that sort of stuff is where we need to start talking about this, like, or something about getting heavy, or Great Scott, something like that. So, yeah, so this is where it's got to have 88 in there. So, right, we'll go. But it all went away, but it all went so wrong. And, but it all went so wrong. And I had to escape. And I had to escape. When I hit, blah, 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 when I hit 98. So something. When I hit 88. Something, blah, blah. Okay, but it all went so wrong and I had to escape. Didn't know what, when I hit 88. All right, we'll go through it and I'll see if words just come to me as we get to that. All right, so we'll go to our song start here. Back in 1985, Late for class, but feeling fine, 'cause I have a rock and roll band. That could be like the rock and roll band, or that could be the girlfriend, like Jennifer there, instead of the rock and roll band, but we'll go with it for now. Got a call from my older friend, working on a way to bend the space. Time continue on, but it all went so wrong, and I had to escape. Didn't know what would do. 98, yeah. So I like when I hit 88, because I think it escape in 88, and it all went, maybe just went away when I hit 98. I went to shit when I hit. All right. I didn't have my guitar ready to hook up, but I think I probably need to. I need to do a bit of a test here. Press the gas, yeah, because that's an American thing, isn't it? Press the gas, and I hit 88. Yeah, that's along the lines of that, isn't it? I like it. Thank you, Audible Video. We'll go with that for now. Didn't want to be late because the future won't. Didn't want to be late because didn't want to be late because the future won't wait. Yeah, that's got to be breakdown number 2, doesn't it? Or that could actually be breakdown number 1. I think that's actually better than this, isn't it? Didn't want to be late. Oh, you know what? I'll put that as an alternate here, which is didn't want to be late, 'cause the future won't wait. All right. I'm going to bolden the ones that we're going to use for now. And then, yeah, the extras that are in there that are kind of the substitutes, we can sort of throw those in as we go. Press the gas, and I hit 88. All right. So let's try this one. So we'll try it from the very start here, and we'll see if have we got a first, and we'll sing it into the chorus. Do I have the chorus here? I do. So we'll bring the chorus up here, which I'm reasonably happy with. We'll copy it, paste it under here. Boop. Yep. So they're the definite ones, the ones we've got in bold there. We've emboldened them. All right. So let's try this again from the start. What do you reckon? Is this fun? Like, is this how you write lyrics? Are you getting some ideas, some headaches with pictures based on this? Hopefully. Because, yeah, I love watching people's process because it's always different to mine. And I always learn something new that I hadn't thought about doing. So hopefully you're finding the same. Let's just go back to the very start of the track and we'll listen to because I want to hear how it all flows together. And then we'll go through the whole first verse, breakdown, chorus, and see if we got something that's working here. Lead in. Do 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 do. Add a little reverb, shall I? Ba ba ba. Back in 1985, late for class, but feeling fine 'cause I have a rock and roll band. Got a call from my older friends, working on a way to bend the space. Time continue on, but it all went so wrong, and I had to escape. Press the gas, and I hit 88. Time flies and it's time to run. Sometimes feels you're the only one who knows how heavy it is Time McFlies and you're out of here. One lone pine and you disappear. You're done. 1.21. All right. Take the verb off. What do you think? I reckon it's coming along. Oh, Kim, you've only seen the movie once, so just hanging out and having fun. That's cool. You can still help us with some rhymes. You don't have to have seen the movie to rhyme time with lime or something. All right, where are we at? We're halfway. Do you reckon we can get another verse written at least? I think so. I think while we got the creative juices flowing, we'll continue on. I like the start of this, even though we're already there. I don't know. I think this might be. I think that might be an alternate for the first verse. I think where we need to get to now is we'll put this as an alternate for that first one. Alternate. Because now we need to focus in and go on to the stuff that's actually happening, right? So we've hit 1955 for the second verse, and let's find some rhymes and find some things to talk about. So I reckon just go straight into it with need to find my mom and dad. See, here's the thing: do I write mom? Do I sing mom as an Australian because it's an American thing? Yeah. Need to find my mom and dad. Mom. So weird to say mom. Hey, mom. How you doing, mom? Dad. Need to find my mom. Need to find my mom and... I'll just say mom. I'll do somewhere in between. I'll make it like a mom instead of mom or mum. And dad... where are we? So basically, see, this is where it gets tricky, doesn't it? We're just gonna have to sort of loop it together. It's gonna be hard to work in some of these. Need to find my mum and dad. And then basically we need to quickly say that the mum got a crush on him or something. To find my mum and dad. No, maybe we don't do that. Let's try a different direction, shall we? If you've got ideas, throw them in here. So what do you got? Make like a tree. Make like a tree and get out of here. Make like a tree. So that's got to definitely end it of the verse. All right, let's work backwards. Da 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 da. Make like a tree and get out of here. So that's going to be the end. So it's got to tell the story of like why it's doing it. He's like basically finding his mum and dad, finding the doc, and then get out of here, and then blah 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 blah. Like from there. All right. Oh, there you go, Darren. Make sure he takes it to the... need to find my mum and dad. And make sure they go to... the dance. Mum and dad dance. Yeah. And make sure they go to the dance. Oh, my bro. Oh, my brother and sister. Because I want to say like my photo will fade away or my life will be pretty done. Let's go with that for now. All right. Need to find my mum and dad. Make sure they go to the dance or my life will be pretty done. Great Scott. This is gonna be tough. And then tough and enough. I got to rhyme. The doc's model is pretty rough. The doc's plan is pretty rough. Yeah, maybe we don't have to make like a tree and get out of here in this, but so great Scott, this is going to be tough. The duck's plan is pretty rough because then it could be like the crudity of this model, but the plan itself is pretty rough because we need a lightning bolts, and then we could do like a clock tower sort of thing here because the clock tower's got to be in there. But my girlfriend had written her phone number on like those, but my girlfriend had written her number for me, and I now know my density. Yeah, you go. Come on, I now know my density. Now no. Is that really how now? No, now doesn't have a K in it. Now I know my density. All right, what do we got over here? Save my dad from himself. Stop Biff with some help from a kid with a skateboard. Yeah. Oh, you guys are coming with the gold. That's going to do. So this is what we've got so far. I'm going to bolden this, and then so I know what I've written, and then I like this stuff. So. Yeah, see, you guys are doing a better job with getting because we haven't even mentioned Biff, have we? Big Biff with a little help from a kid with a skateboard. Yeah, I like it. Because we don't have the skateboard reference. Got to get power from the old clock tower. Better be there when it strikes the hour, or I'll never get home. That could be really good for like the breakdown here. To hide from my mum because she wanted my bum, especially in these Calvin Kleins. I like it. Oh man, there's too many. I'm gonna put that as it. I just like that because the bum had to hide from my mum because she wanted my bum. This is too much, especially these Calvin Kleins. Oh man. So, yeah, how do you spell Calvin Klein? Is it K? I don't know. Before we all fade away. Oh yeah. Where was that? So before we all fade away. Before we all fade. I like that. That's gonna go somewhere. Before we all fade away. All right, let's try my idea, and then we'll workshop some of your better ideas. All right. So, where's our second verse coming in? Oh, see, there's verse 1, and there's the pre-chorus and the chorus. Verse 2. So we'll come out of this chorus, and then we'll try this verse 2 action. Yeah. One lone pine and you disappear, you're gone. 1.21. Need to find my mom and dad and make sure they go to the dance, or my life will be pretty done. Yeah. So fade away. Oh, so what was it? Before we all fade away. Yeah, that's so much better. Before we all fade away. Yeah, because I wanted to get that reference to the photo. So we'll come in here. Need to find my mom and dad and get them to the get them to the fish under the sea dance. I know it's a bit clunky, but I kind of like it because I like that the sister at the start calls it. Yeah, you took Dad to the fish under the. It was the enchantment under the sea dance. Find my mom and dad, and get them to the fish under the sea dance before we all fade away. Great Scott, this is gonna be tough. The doc's plan is pretty rough, 'cause we need a lightning bolt. But my girlfriend had written her number for me, and I now know my density. 2, 3, 4. Time flies and it's time to run. Sometimes feels you're the only one. Hello, hi, who's writing the lyrics? Well, I am, but here's the cool thing. You all are too, because we're getting some amazing ideas from the community and from the folks who are here live. So, and as we build this out, by the way, once we have these lyrics, they're going down into the comments below. And what you can do is go in and pick out lines, and if you've got better lines, then you can put them in there. Yeah, I don't know how we're going to split out anything with this song. This might have to be a song that we we donate any revenue to charity, so that because it's going to be co-written by everyone here. All right, yeah, dancer T. Yeah, I reckon the dancer T could be there. All right, so then we get to this is our next chorus bit here. I reached up to the screen over there to do it, but I've got my screen down here. So. And then we go. Here you're done. 1.21. So I haven't really got lyric, but what I'm thinking is da 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 da. So just like something like that. So this is where we can go to. So this is our breakdown. I guess it's kind of a bridge. I like to call it a breakdown because it sounds cool. Let's go to our list of things and see what. So parking cars with boys. Yeah, I like having something. Parking cars with boys. I see, flux capacitor is just not going to work anywhere, is it? It's not going to rhyme with anything. It's not going to fit any kind of cadence that we want in here. But see, toys is obviously the thing that rhymes with toys. But that's a bit of a cheat and a hack, isn't it? And we could say boys, or we could put guys, but yeah. What else do we want here? What the hell is a gigawatt? Boys. Flux capacitor. Oh, I think we have to just put it in. Flux capacitors. Boys. Oh, boys, flux capacitors. Come on. So we can sort of do we can bounce back. My dad's such a perv. Had to. My dad's such a nerd. Pretended to be bird watching. No, So what I want to say is, parking car with boys, flux capacitors. My dad's such a something, and then had to play a song. Yeah, had to play guitar. Had to play guitar. Yeah, because this is kind of just a whole bunch of stuff. My dad's such a... What's a bad word that rhymes with guitar? Power the flux capacitor. I want to become my master. Yeah. Flux capacitor. Yeah, it probably would fit right in the chorus, wouldn't it? 1.21. Flux capacitor. Leaving me one choice. Yeah. Parking cars with boys, leaving me one choice. I like the leaving me one choice. I'm going to put that as alternate. Alternate. Leaving me one choice. All right. Sure. So maybe not. Maybe that's so. Parking car with boys, flux capacitors. What's something else with an R that we wanted to put in here that's like my dad? Oh. Car, of course. We have to tell something about the car. Parking cars with boys, flux capacitors. Biff's car. Manure in my car. Had to play guitar. Cow poo in the car. Driving in my car. No, it's got to be something about a car, doesn't it? Like Biff's revolting car. Not something like that. But I don't know. It needs something in there. Biff's like, because no one can start the car but him, so it's like Biff's what's a word? 3 syllables. Biff's something car had to play guitar. And then we need another sort of quatrain of 4 things. Dad punched Biff in the head. Like, basically just Dad finally manned up or something like that. Like, something, that's what I want to say. Like, Dad found his balls. No. All right, come back to our references. See if we've got anything else cool down here. Time travel master. I'm your density. Nobody calls me chicken. Nobody calls me chicken's got it. Got to be like nobody calls me chicken. Although that was the second movie, wasn't it? But not really quite. DeLorean. We haven't had DeLorean there. Where we're going, we don't need roads. DeLorean, Uncle Jalbert Joey. You're going to see some serious shizzle. All right. Parking cars with boys, flux capacitors, Biff's. Seeking hands, roaming far. All right. Back. The fun will really come when we reach 88. Spar rhymes with car and guitar. Yeah, spar. Oh, Siri, I wasn't talking to you. Spar. End song with a spoken. What's a gigawatt? Yeah, like the guns. Yeah, exactly. What's a gigawatt anyway? All right. Yeah. What's the song about? It's about Back to the Future. There you go. Strike with full flux capacitor. All right. Parker go with boys. Flux capacitors. Biff's revolting car had to play guitar. We'll leave it for that for now. And then we need another one. This is kind of like the racing against time. Racing against time. The kids are gonna pine. No, it's against the clock. Race against the clock. Because they're gonna have the clock again there. Race against the clock. Stop. Race against the clock. Yeah, see, this is where you get that mental brain stuckedness. We'll just get something down, hey? Rock. Kids are gonna rock to that 50s sound. This is nothing. This is just an absolute placeholder, just so that I can get something finished in this space of time. Race against the clock. Kids are gonna rock to that 50s sound. Time to go now. Time to get out now. That's just terrible. You're going to have to help me with this and come down, but because I don't want to spend any more time just sitting here talking. So we've got something, and then we go back into the chorus. One more time. All right. In fact, the chorus is before the breakdown again, just so that we can read it in order. And what we'll do is why don't we record a take through of these vocals like directly in, so that we've got a bit of an idea. All right. Okay. Thank you for your help. But yeah, we'll need to reconvene and continue on with this. But we've at least got something down, right? And when you got to start somewhere. Don't remember. Red Hot Chili Peppers had a #1 song with a chorus that went nong nong ning nang nong nong ning nang nong nong. And Daft Punk had around the world, 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 around the world. So yeah, just get something down and then you can tweak it later. Let's grab a cable and a mic. Here's one I prepared earlier. It's almost like I was prepared to record some vocal. Keep in mind that it is 7:30 in the morning here in Australia, so the voice is not going to be on point, but we'll be able to at least get an idea down And in under an hour, we've written a whole song. But, Save the Clock Tower, saved in the final hour by lightning fast guitar and a working flux capacitor. That's gold. Oh, come on. Oh, can you do me a favor and put that in the comments afterwards? Yeah, you're all going to have to go down and tell me which lines suck and what the better lines are that you want me to replace them with. And then I'll love you forever. All right, got the microphone set here. It's plugged into channel 1 here on my audio interface. We're going to come in here. This is the original vocals that we had that we've muted out. So we're just going to duplicate this, which I will remember how to do in a moment. There we go. We've done that. We need to select and delete. See, look, I'm getting there. I'm getting faster. I'm still not quite there, but I'm getting there. Oh, yeah. We've got to get rid of all that. We'll get rid of all this. Pop. And we'll erase. And let's do the premiere, the first attempt at actually recording this. Wait, we need to take the mute off. And we need to stretch this out. So we get access to our monitor. Check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And we actually want a little bit of delay on here, don't we? Should have used the other one. Chap to add it. Let's just get a little bit of reverb. Ba 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 ba. Not that much. Check. 1, 2, 3, 4. Just a little verb to sing along with. And back to here. Also, a little delay is going to work well on here. So just grab a little delay. Not that much. Ba. And we want it to be a quarter note delay. 1.21. I do the delay even though I've set it to do it itself. All right, wish me luck. Let's go in and record a vocal take with the newly written vocals for this tune, shall we? Let's do it. There we go. Actually, what I need to do, while I record, I'm going to bring this up and put it right under here so I can see as I'm going where the verses and things are. Now, does it do that thing where it follows? I've got to make sure that my setup is set so that it follows along. I can't remember where that is. Screen mode. I'm not sure now. Is it under audio? Play tracks? No. All right, we'll go with it. It might have to be zoomed out like that. We'll get an idea of where it's going. Okay, let's do it. Check. 1. Back in 1985, late for class, but feeling fine 'cause I have a rock and roll band. Got a call from my older friend, working on a way to bend the space. Time continuum, but it all went so wrong, and I had to escape. Press the gas, and I hit 88. Time that flies and it's time to run. Sometimes feels you're the only one who knows how heavy it is. Time that flies and you're out of here. One lone pine and you disappear. You're done. 1.21. All right, my voice is going a bit, so we're going to have to get some water. And my input gain is up a little bit too loud, so we're getting some slight clipping in there, but we're going to go with it for the demo version. All right, let's try this slightly clunkier second verse and see how this is going to fit in. Need to find my mom and dad and get them to the fish under the sea dance before we all fade away. Great Scott, this is gonna be tough. The doc's plan is pretty rough, 'cause we need a lightning bolt. But my girl, Fred had read, turn her number for me, and I now know my density. Time that flies and it's time to run. Sometimes feels you're the only one who knows how heavy it is. Time that flies and you're out of here. One lone pine and you disappear. You're done. 1.21. Parking cars with boys, flux capacitors, Biff's revolting car had to play guitar. Race against the clock, your kids are gonna rock to that old 50s sound. Time to get out now. Time flies and it's time to run. Sometimes feels you're the only one who knows how heavy. All right. So the breakdown needs work, doesn't it? Yeah, because it just doesn't fit. It doesn't fit the sound. Doesn't fit the vibe. But it's done. It's written and it's recorded and it's captured, and now we can just keep working on it and keep going. Yeah, there you go. One more time in second gear. Yeah, there you go. Let's see if these bastards can do 90. One more time in second gear. I like it. Yeah, thank you. Look, this is just a work in progress. This is how you do things. Well, how I do things. And hopefully you've got some tips and some tricks out of this one that you may be able to implement in your songwriting. Because however you do it, just do it. That's the important thing, is to actually create, and don't stress yourself. You don't have to do it in front of people. You don't have to do it live or put it out there for all time. But you can do something like this yourself. Give yourself an hour and just challenge yourself to get a song written in an hour, and just let it be crap, because there's some lines in here that will not make. I guarantee you there's lines in here that will not make the final version, but there's some that came out of nowhere that you helped with, that just popped into my head, that are going to work really well. And they wouldn't have come if I stopped and tried to, take all my time. Yeah, hands up who wants to go watch Back to the Future this weekend? Me. All right, that is indeed going to do it here. But thank you for hanging out with me. We will be back, but you're going to have to wait a few days, because tomorrow we have Your Music Live. So that's where we showcase the best music from right throughout the online community. So if you've got a song, head over to studiolivetoday.com/YML and do join me this time tomorrow, because we've got 2 hours of independent music. If you haven't caught YML before, it's a really fun time. One of my favorite times of the week, because I get to sit back and listen to your music, and I don't have to think about silly rhymes and Back to the Future songs. So please join me for that. We've then got GarageBand Weekly. We've got a happy hour, another request happy hour this weekend, and our Creator Town Hall all happening over the next 3 days. And then next week, we pick everything back up and we continue cracking on with this song. I have been in touch with Steinberg. I've given them some of the feedback that you and I have experienced over the last few episodes, and they're on board as well. So hopefully through this process, we can even help some of the documentation, and maybe even some of these things that are annoying me, they're probably annoying other people too. So we can provide that feedback back into Steinberg, and hopefully they can implement some improvements. Where do you go now, though, if you want to find out more and enjoy another show? Well, you jump on over to Jade Starr, who I know has put a comment here. There she is. Next up in 5 minutes, or 2 minutes now, jump over How to App on iOS, chatting with Erica Miner about her new EP. And I've known Erica for some time. She's a member of the Create, Record, Release Facebook group, a very lovely person. I'm looking forward to hearing what she has to say and learning about her music creation. So go there now. Just go to Jade Starr here on YouTube and follow that link there, and go and check out that interview. Should be a heck of a lot of fun. Thanks, everyone, for being here. As we always say at the end of these, please be kind to yourself, be kind to others, and keep on creating. Rock on! See you soon. In the